Wrong way. I'll go this way. Alright. Is it not popping over? It's not automatically refreshing. It says live. Why is it weird? Normally it does. Weird. Hello, can you hear me, chat room? Can you hear me? Hi. Good morning. Cozzy says good morning. He's down there. You can't see him, but he's curled up at the back of my chair, which is always a little bit disconcerting because I don't want to run over him if I've got to, like adjust myself. But he seems to be okay. So let me just trying to fix this a little bit. So yeah, I'm babysitting because execute is working. So somebody is being my best friend at the moment, which is hilarious. He's been fed. Everything's fine. Yes, exactly. Zaya, exactly. I've got the curtain open for him so he can look outside. I've got the other curtain so he can hop up on the little ledge and look outside. I've got Execute's hoodie. It's like this massive big warm, I don't know if you guys have them over there. It's this massive, like a winter blanket that you wear. So it's got a hood on it and they're massive. They're so good. So I've got that situated on the bed so he can tuck himself in and just curl up, but no, he's sitting right there. Aren't you, buddy? Oh. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. If my second camera was longer, I'd point it down. I've also got a blanket set up for him, like just over, but no, don't sit on the blanket. Let's sit right behind me. It's funny. Anyway, anywho, as my boss would say, it is after 10 o'clock here. So I think we just get rolling. We get rolling? Hey, Dave. Alright, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Hello. Have you got my voice? I hope you've got my voice. I'm back. Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. I'm your host, Leeta. This is episode 355 on Saturday, March the 2nd, 2024. Or Sunday the 3rd if you're over here in Aussie land like I am. How are we at March already, guys? Where did the first 2 months go? I don't know. It's very... What is going on? Time and all of that. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, Thank you guys for joining me today. Let's see who's in the chat room. We have got Fair, Zaya, and Dave. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. I would say it's probably a short show, but I won't, because normally when I say that, it doesn't happen. And I've got a few things to talk about and go through. News, we've got a lot of news to talk about with what's coming up, etc. And I've got some IRL stuff to just have a chat with you about. So yeah, March, crazy. How is everyone in the chat? Everyone doing well? Are we having a good Saturday for you guys? Sunday for anyone on Sundays? Hopefully you are all having a good one. We're doing well. It's cloudy, humid, becoming very. It's very warm, even though it's overcast and humidity. So for my mum, who is chronic asthmatic, it is not good weather for her. Hasn't been for a couple weeks. So Dave says, you're miserable, to be honest, sick but not COVID. Well, that's good. I'm so sorry to hear you're sick, Dave. Come here. Little hug, big hug for you. Please, I hope that you're feeling better real soon. Okay, rest up and just take care of yourself, mate. That's probably, which I know can be sometimes hard to look after ourselves, but please rest up, and I hope you're feeling better real soon. Zaya, you look at a clock, it doesn't move. Look at it 5 minutes later and it has moved a quarter hour. Yeah. That's fairly typical of like work. I'm like, oh, it's only been 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's like it's lunchtime. Where did the last 2 hours go? It's crazy. Fair says, doing okay. It's not snowing or windstorming, so that's a plus. Well, good. Snow, I could really do some cold weather at the moment. Mind you, I think both Execute and I are starting to get a bit, not nasally, but like probably a bit sinusy, cold-like, but nothing bad. Yeah, it's just weather's been crazy. Again, we've been having 30, I don't know what the conversion is for you guys, but 34 to 37 has been our normal for the last, I'm gonna say, a good couple of weeks, even to a month. Like, summer has just been horrid. It's been horrid. And I work in a massive tin shed. So yeah, when I've got to do the dock, it is extremely hot. I was even wearing my my headband and wrist guards that I use when I do my workouts, to try and stop, because sweat was just running down my face into my eyes. That's annoys me. Anyway, that's the fun times at Leeta's work. That's some of the fun stuff that I deal with at the moment. But anyway, all right, let's get on with it. Cozzy, where'd you go? Cozzy is over at the window. That's all right. He's looking out. Are you checking out? Granddad just came home? Yeah? Okay. Granddad just arrived. I can hear my dad's car. And Kobe going, because Granddad's just got home. Yes, all the things is happening. Anyway, Alright, so let's get into news. Now, let me check. I did play around with my little bumpers. Let's do my little bumpers because, you know, they're cute. Hang on, let's do this. Let's do most important. Sorry, I didn't say good morning with my coffee.
Coffee is my blood.
Has everyone got their beverage of choice? We've got a lot of things to get through today, so I think it's best that we have our coffee. If not, your tea, hot chocolate, beer, alcohol of choice, whatever it is that you drink. Anyway, cheers. I made a mocha. I made a wine. Red or white? Zaya, red or white? My mum in particular is very big red. Is very big wine. She enjoys a good wine. They have a lot of into like looking up the various types of reds and whites and all of that. They even went, I mean, not lately, but they have travelled around Australia a few times for a few holidays and gone to wine vineyards. They've checked out quite a few in southeast Queensland. Hang on, east coast, west coast. I gotta think about it. Out west, there is a lot of little wineries, and over the years they've done various ones to that. They've also gone to other Australian states that have vineyards, and they do enjoy doing that. But I would say mum does enjoy a good wine. Dad doesn't mind either or, but typically Dad's more a beer guy. So whereas I can't drink any of those, so sometimes I do miss it. But anyway, so yeah. So, alright, so let's have a look at, let's try this. Okay, bear with me, because I did play around with a couple of things. So it may not work. It worked. Zaya, Australian vineyards, I'll add that to my destination list. We have some fantastic ones. Some of the big ones are down south in, I think, Victoria, Western, Victoria, South Australia. There's a lot of smaller boutique ones, I think, in kind of New South Wales, Queensland. There's another big one in Western Australia. So you'll just have to do the whole, just about every state. I'm not sure if Northern Territory has any, but there's a lot. There's a lot. Dave says I like cheap wine. The cheaper the better. Cheap Wine is a damn good song by a band, Australian band called Cold Chisel. If you ever get to, it's an iconic, it was bought out, I think that would be one of the 80s songs. So obviously I can't play it because of copyright and stuff, but Cheap Wine is the name of the song. The band is Cold Chisel, and that is a fair dinkum Australian iconic band. We love that. Thank you for the follow, Moderate Coco Nix. Thank you. So yeah, definitely that. Zaya says many quite good Australian wines available here. Good. There are controversial take. Sorry, the mouth is not working this morning. A lot of the big known ones that do like export to overseas are not my parents' favorites, actually. So yeah, they there's a lot of kind of niche, smaller ones that they're really into, and they find actually make her much better. It's because I listen to them talking. They discuss it quite often. Yeah. All right, let's get on to some news. So first off, in the last week or so, we have had 2 new max level champions for Dragonflight, which again, you guys, blow my mind. The amount that we have got for this expansion alone, it just keeps coming, amazing job. So first of all, congratulations to Caylasi, I hope I pronounced that right, on becoming our 20th Dragonflight Pacifist Challenge champion. Fair, Zaya, seriously, 20. Did anyone foresee? Maybe that's what we should do for the next expansion. Have a guess. How many max levels of each challenge do we think's going to happen? As a thought, remind me. We might do that. But yeah, so Caylasi has become our 20th Passy for Dragonflight, which is amazing. Now, we did put out the call. Nobody responded for a write-up, so I've done a very basic write-up that's been posted on the website. Can we guess a range like between 1 and 100? Yeah. So I think so. I think so, for sure. For next expansion, we might do that. Please remind me, because you know I've got a mind like a sieve at many times. But I think that will be fun. I think that will be something that will definitely be fun. So yeah, the second one that we've got, which I think a lot of us have been, and we've been waiting on, anticipating that ding that we knew was coming. We had all the fingers and all the toes crossed that nothing would happen to her or this tune. But congratulations to Bearferre on becoming our 8th Dragonflight Working Man Challenge champion. Well done, Fair. Well done. Pussycat, what are you doing? Oi. Hello. Yes. You got the zoomies. Oh, you know what that means. Congratulations. Anyway, hang on. Where's my little... Okay, that's not the one I want to play. That's the one I wanted to play. Well done. Well done. Congratulations to both of you. Fair sent me the write-up, which I managed to get done yesterday, and that is up on the website as well. Which again, Fair, how many max levels is that for you? 18? 18? 19? 18. I think that was your 18th, I'm going to say. Which again is amazing. Zaya's got, how many are you up to, Zaya? Like, you guys are just, it blows my mind. Like, again, it's just constant. You guys are veterans. You just continue to just push it, like with what tunes, what you're doing, different challenges. So that's amazing. And like with Stir, I know Azzy hasn't been as busy in this expansion, but again, Azzy was like right across the board for a lot of time with Irons, and I'm gonna say, I think, wasn't he doing a Pacifist and a Working? I think so. Thank you for the follow, Airborne 12, I think. But thank you. So yeah, no, delete, not interested, thank you. So yeah, once again, well done, guys. That's fantastic. We're getting to the end of the expansion. It's wonderful to see that, again, we've got people. Zaya's only got 16. Fair! Look at you! That's amazing. Does that mean Fair's got more than Sir? I... Or did Stir hit 20? That's a good question. I now can't remember, because I know he was taking a bit of a break, which is, again, which is fair enough, right? It's fair enough. You guys go like full on, do. Amazing the amount of challenge tunes that you get going. Your Frost Mage Iron is 3 blocks away. Nice. That's fantastic. So again, you like, for anyone listening, Fair, Zaya, Stir, veterans of this game, veterans of the challenge, the challenges alone, always a good idea to read through what they've written up about their max level tunes. You can go back and have a look on the website. We have got many write-ups for all of their tunes. Some are very in-depth. Some are a little bit more, broad on information. Some are not so much. But again, these are the brains that you want to pick for how to level challenge tunes. How to make it to max level. So their experience, their tips, all of that is invaluable, really. I'm not counting those from previous expansions. Many have died. Yep. That's fair enough, Zaya. Understand. Alright. Next thing. So that's our 2 max levels that have happened. So again, congratulations. Do another little cheer. Well done. Fireworks. All of that. Okay. So things that are coming up and things that have started. Darkmoon Faire. Again, how is Darkmoon Faire back again? Wasn't it just here? Again, my time is going so fast, I swear. So, Darkmoon Faire begins Sunday, March 3rd. So for me, because it's already Sunday, mine will start this afternoon. Like, late afternoon. I think around about, don't quote me, around about 5 or 6 p.m. Aussie time. So for you guys, it will kick in tomorrow. So Darkmoon Faire, again, if you're making a new challenge tune, other than Bloods, but for a new challenge tune, or if you want to prep one, you feel like you need to start something, Darkmoon Faire is definitely a good way to go, because with getting the Darkmoon storage box, getting yourself a little bit of gold by using the tickets is a wonderful way just to give yourself a little bit of buffer to help start off with a new tune. I always find it's good. Midnight for me on the West Coast, Fair says that's when it kicks in. So yeah, so Darkmoon Faire time. So again, it's only for the week. It will finish after next week, which is great. The other thing, which again, March hit, and then there was like March Trading Post, which is active now. I did get February done. Like, it's one of my goals is just to get the Trading Post done every month. And I try and smash it out so it's done by midway through. So I'm not doing the whole panic trying to get things done towards the end of the month. And I did manage to get it done, but I didn't get a lot of playtime last month, which was, honestly, to tell you, it's a little bit distressing. WoW has always been my game of choice to sit down, unwind, relax, and all of that. So I missed a lot of Luna, which I know a lot of it was repeat. There wasn't much. I don't know if there was anything really new that added into it, but it's always been that thing that regardless of what tune I will take through and do like Lunar and do the elders and all of that stuff. I always do it on later every year, and I did not get to do that. I only got a little bit done. I did get a little bit done on a couple of alts, but not much. And then when Love is in the Air dropped, again, I was previous years I've run that on Leeta, everything, alts as much as I could. There was a time I was running 16 tunes through that bloody dungeon to get that bloody mount. And I will say, for later, it did drop this year, but which is kind of like, yes, but I didn't. I literally only took later, and she's not a challenge tune, and you certainly don't want to ever take a challenge tune into any of that stuff at all. But I didn't get the what was it? The dragon riding cosmetic, what do you call it? Mental blank. My brain really hasn't kicked in. Sorry, guys. But the appearance, is that there was something that I just didn't have time. I think I only maybe ran the dungeon about 6 times on Leader and twice on my priest. Dragon riding appearance, yep. I didn't get that at all. I just didn't have time. So, you know, something to look forward to next year. Hopefully life will also settle, which would be fantastic. I would appreciate that. So yeah. Alright, so let's have a look now. I've got, I did, for those interested, we know we can do a lot of the trading post stuff on challenge tunes. Again, you know, have a good read, make sure if you're questing and leveling on a challenge tune, a lot of that stuff can count towards the trading post. Just make sure that you be very careful in if you're picking anything up, etc. I must admit that I will normally make sure on my main or one of my alts, not a challenge tune, if I'm going to the trading post to look at stuff to see what I need, what I can spend. I will not buy anything from the trading post on a challenge. So I'll go collect the tender, so it'll go into the account wide, you know, slot thing, but I don't buy any of the goodies on a challenge tune. I don't want there to be any accidental equip or anything like that. So please, again, remember. And yeah, I got halfway through it last night in challenge tunes. Okay, Zaya says, yeah, get the points on the challenge tune, get the goodies on a regular. Exactly. So again, just a timely reminder. If that is something that you've done, you get something, you put it on accidentally, etc., and you flag yourself. There's no flipping flags, guys, so please just remember, if you do that, you flagged your tune, that's it. Um, except log in on a toon who has been in Suramata Quest. My main did it back in Legion, and when I logged in on her, it triggered the points. Wow, fair, that's cool. Yeah, I don't buy things on the challenges. Exactly. And again, it's that reminder to say, because it is account wide, the good thing is that you can jump around and do things on many alts to be able to rack up to get the, what is it, a thousand points or tenders to be able to go. I haven't even looked at, but I've put the link in for the easiest trading post task to complete, which I think comes from which is Wowhead. I am finding it very useful for me because I am not managing to play as much as normal, whether that's my main or whether that's any alts, including challenges at the moment. So for me, I am looking at, when I've got limited time, what stuff can I quickly knock out that's going to get me points, what stuff, because I don't want to get to like the 30th of March and once again be trying to, do a half or to kind of finish it off. So my goal is always to try and get it done by halfway through the month so I don't have to stress myself. But again, I'm not managing to play every day at all. Is it killing me? Yes. Yes, it is. But that's for a bit later. All right. Now, the other thing before I forget, from next week, Fair, I think you said it was from next week. The US people in most states, daylight savings time begins March the 10th. So you will go, forward. So at the moment in my summer, when I end up doing a show, I end up starting at 10 a.m. Brisbane time. So when you guys go into your daylight savings time, I actually go back and through kind of like the autumn winter time before. Anyway, I will start at 9 a.m. Brisbane time, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure my states down south, so New South Wales, Victoria, and the various others that are on the Australian daylight savings time, that ends on, it's normally after Easter, but don't quote me on that. We're about the only state that isn't on daylight. Like, we just stay the same. So not only am I juggling daylight savings time, sorting stuff with Australia, it's like around the world as well. It's like, yes, fair. It really is. I mean, thankfully we do this show on a Sunday morning. It's not too bad, but at times it is. Yeah, it can be a lot. When I used to do a lot of shows with, when I used to do Geektopia with Ben and Steve, and like just trying to pick times that would work, that weren't late for them, because they were US, they were in Phoenix, Arizona, trying to fit in between work hours and weekends and the other podcasts that we all did, because Ben at that stage was he doing 2 other shows? Don't quote me. Steve was only, I think at that time, doing the 1. He might have been doing 2. And I was doing Control Alt WoW, Behind the Avatar. Don't think we'd started WoW Challenges podcast yet. So this is going back a little while, but yeah, it's time zones. It's a bane of my existence for a very, very long time. Easter can go from March 20th through to April 20th. Yes. And we've got Easter at the end of this month. So, which is good. Alright, the next piece, we've got lots of news, and I want to cover some future stuff, but I'm actually going to pause for a moment because Cozzy has done a really stinky poo. And now I can smell it, and I cannot sit here for the next like half an hour or however long it's going to be. So, if you can please bear with me. I don't know if I've got any music. Just give me a couple of minutes. I will be right back, but I need to get rid of it. So, just pretend. Pause. I'll be back. Cozzy, where are you? Are you on? I don't want to run over you. He's not here, so that's a good thing. So, I'll be right back. You did a big stinky poo. Yes, you did. I know. It is very stinky. Your timing is fantastic. Yes, I know. And Daddy can't do anything about it because Daddy's working. I know. Fantastic. Just stay there. Okay, just have a nice little spray. Alright, put some little disinfectant spray. Yes, you're going to curl up in Daddy's. That one's annoying. That one's out. That's okay, we'll use the rest of that. Good boy, you're okay, you're not in trouble. Alright. Okay, sorry chat. Sorry, chat. That's why you had the zoomies, so that does explain. I was hoping it wasn't the case, but then the waft of smell was like, oh dear God, I can't sit here. So again, apologies. Normally Execute would have sorted it, but as I said, he's working today. He doesn't finish until well and truly this afternoon. So he is busy in the garage because I've got the show. So priority is me in the room. So he's actually in the garage on his work laptop working, which is yes, fantastic. It's a very busy Sunday. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about what else have we got? Okay, so Hearthstone 10th anniversary begins March the 11th, and it's going until March 18th. I noticed on the Wowhead calendar, in Wowhead, if you go to the calendar, it shows there's not a huge amount of information. And then if you look at Wowhead under the kind of like the blog post, there's no information. It's kind of like a TBD. Sunday, busy Sunday. I like it, Zaya. I like it. So Hearthstone is coming up. I've got a feeling from that it's possibly just a log in and you get something. I'm thinking it. No, I'm not even going to say. I can't remember if it was a mount or pet or toys or what's, but that is coming up. So keep your eye out on that. And again, look, if you are not sure about something, please don't, like, maybe jump on your regular toon, your main, your scout first, and that way you're not accidentally getting something that you're trying, that might flag your challenge toon. So for me, always my first login is Leeta. She's my main. Always log in on her. Then from there, once I look and see, I can go, okay, well, I'll jump over to an alt. Oh, I can jump over to my challenge toon, like whichever. So I always log into Leeta. It's very, very rarely I will log into someone else. But yeah, so Zaya says just log in March 11th, I think. Yeah, there wasn't any information yet, so I'm guessing perhaps something will come this week, so we'll see. The other thing that is coming up this month is one of those little micro holidays is Ungoro Madness. It starts on March the 17th, which is my husband's birthday. And will go until March the 20th, so it's only like 3 or 4 days. Again, if you're going to be in Kalimdor, please stay away from the zone. That is probably the best thing that you can do. Avoid Ungoro. Exactly, fair. That would be just for those days. I must admit, I haven't taken a challenge toon down to Ungoro in a really long time. I used to find it was quite good as long as you watch the padding big, like the elite ones. I don't know if I ever lost a challenge toon down there, but a lot of like those small ones, but it might have been before the change. But I used to find it wasn't too bad taking a challenge toon. I quite liked it because I liked that zone. There's some quite, cute little quests. You've got a lot of wildlife around. It's very green. It's very, a lot of vegetation. A lot of it kind of reminds me of North Queensland. So I grew up, a fair chunk of my childhood was spent in North Queensland, which is rainforesty, green, of course, when you don't have droughts. It kind of gives me that jungle, North Queensland, rainforesty vibes. So T-Rexes instead of drop bears. Fair point. Those damn drop bears, you have to watch them. For sure. Okay. So Fair says, I go there to do archaeology, helps to be a rogue. For sure. Absolutely. So again, just be mindful. That's the 17th to the 20th. So on that note, now one of the things that Fair brought to my attention, and again, I have to say, because I've not been playing WoW as much as my usual, I didn't even realize. So let me put this again. Got a few links. This came back in, what did we say it was, patch 10.2. So Fair said to me, there are new to me options for changing the background and text color in quest descriptions. Apparently 10.2 introduced it, but she hadn't noticed. And I don't remember myself. I don't remember seeing it or paying attention to it. But again, it's not it's perhaps not a huge focus thing for me, so perhaps I wouldn't notice it per se as much as Fair would just be like, oh my god, this is so good. So she said it's a real game changer for those of us who have been squinting to read quest text, especially in bad light situations. Dark mode for the win. So that's some information, and again, it's something that perhaps those that don't have the reading, the light issues, etc., may not have noticed it, may have skimmed over it when the patch notes came out, when it came live. But Farah, you've said you've found it to be a game changer. So again, this is something that can be utilized on all toons, which is great. If it makes things easier for those with vision issues, for sure. Now I've got a couple of other interesting things that I just want to share, not necessarily challenge related, but there was some stuff that when I was looking at Wowhead, I was like, this looks good. This looks cool. So the first one has to do with exploring Azeroth. Islands and Isles. My words are hard. Obviously, I've not had enough coffee.
Coffee is my blood.
Yes, I need more coffee. So this is Thalistria and Lorthamar. It's apparently the story. So it's like a coming soon novel book that I was like, hell yeah, I want to read about them. Because I don't know if you remember at the start of Dragon Isle when you're standing, I know for Horde side, we're standing on the Zeppelin Tower and they're both there, and there's this conversation that they're having about that's happened after they've got married and all this stuff, and it just, I was just like blown away by the lore and the bits and pieces, and remembering from, you know, looking back at like with Suramar and all of that, I was just like, I think I need to get this. So that looked interesting, so I wanted to share that with you at some stage if you want to have a look at it. This one I also found as I was digging through Wowhead yesterday. There is a World of Warcraft, the official tarot deck and guidebook is now available for pre-order. And what I found, hang on, where's my little, where did I put it? Wowhead. I've got a Wowhead one. No, that's not the one that I wanted. Of course it's not Leeta. Good one. Doop 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 doop. So it said, and this was posted 11 days ago on Wowhead. It's pre-order now on Amazon for November 5th. November 5th. Keep that in mind. I thought the date could be interesting, because we do have an expansion happening before the end of the year. Correct? Right. Then the other one, and as much as like a lot of people I know might not be into tarot decks and all of that, for me as a collector of not only things in game, of collecting things outside, I want to see artwork. Like, I this is something that I would collect, not to use, but as a collection thing, and to look at and be like, oh my god, look at this, just to see the artwork, to see what they've got. It's like me collecting collector's boxes, having all like the books that normally come, the art books, seeing all of that, collecting when you collect the novels. Back when, World of Warcraft had the magazines. I don't know if you guys remember that. They only produced like 4 magazines before they... Was it 4? I've still got them. As soon as they said, we're making a magazine, I'm like, here's my card, just charge me. I've still got them. They're over in my Warcraft corner with all my books. Because... that's what I do. I collect books. I collect those books that I love. First, says could be some amazing art. Exactly. Oh well, I never knew that. Magazines, yeah. Full on, as if you're reading I don't know what you guys have got, but like the New Ideas, the Women's Days, the Cleo's, Cosmos, Better Homes and Gardens, whatever. Probably not as thick as those are nowadays. They're probably like a good maybe 1/4 inch thick, but there was a lot of stuff, some stories, information, pictures. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they only ever made 4, and they came out, I'm gonna say it was a quarterly thing. So yeah. Is the ads playing? Ads playing? For the stream? Or for... There's always ads in magazines for sure. No, in the magazines, yeah. They gotta pay for it. But yeah, they ended up scrapping it, I'm pretty sure, after like 4 issues. There wasn't many, but I still have them. So, yeah, so that's something. Oh, exactly. Today's magazines are thick and they're ridiculous prices. One of the big ones in Australia is what we call Women's Weekly, which comes out monthly now. Used to come out weekly. It was a weekly magazine for many, many years. I think it's been around for... Don't quote me, but I'm gonna say it's like... maybe 100 years old. Like it's been around for a long time. They went to monthly, and now like it's like 3/4 of an inch thick, but the price, it used to be, I don't know, $2 to $4, and it's about, I think it's about $15 to $20. It's... yeah, I must admit, I don't buy a lot of those magazines, because you can get it like online, but yeah, very pricey. Alright, so now the other thing, which again, let me put this, was a... bear with me, let me just open it. Was a World of Warcraft The Voices Within short story collection. Again, available to pre-order, so they're saying on Amazon. And this also is being released on November 5th. So we have got 2 pre-orders with a date of November 5th. Yeah, so it's got some in it. To me, it looks very intriguing, and again, I'm hoping that, like, this is something that I'm just like, yes, please, I want I want these stories. I just absolutely love reading the lore, love reading the stories behind World of Warcraft. Very excited about that, and I'd like to have the physical copy. I have got quite a few digital copies of a lot of the Warcraft universe, But there is something very special about sitting down with my coffee when I've got an hour or 2 or 3, which isn't often, and to feel, that feel of the paper between your hands and reading, and I just, again, that part of an actual physical book, I love, absolutely love. So it'll be interesting to see how much they are. I'm not sure. I haven't gone to Amazon to have a look, but I thought you guys might be intrigued with what's coming up, and stuff in the future. And because they're both saying that they're being released on November 5th, my brain's just like, well, we've got an expansion coming. I wonder if that November 5th is going to tie in to being some type of expansion gets dropped today, or, a patch, pre-patch, or I don't know. Just a thought. I'm just throwing out there. Could be completely wrong, but yeah. Alright, so that's the stuff that I found. I know we've got Noble Garden coming up, which will start the end of... I was going to leave that one because in the next show I'll talk about that. So, as for the next show, what I'm going to say is this. I am on holidays here, or vacation for you guys. Finally, I've got some time off from work, which is good. And I'm gonna take a break from a lot of things, which includes doing the show. Not permanently. I'm just gonna take a few weeks off. I need to recharge myself. We've had a lot of changes in work in a very short period of time, and the hours and what I'm doing and all of that is taking a toll physically, probably a bit mentally and spiritually, and all of those things as well. Don't get me wrong, I do love my job, but at the moment my work is on the biggest scheme. It's very stressful. So for now, I've got Execute's birthday coming up. I've got Mum's birthday coming up. So March is a very busy IRL time. I'm also hoping, because Execute's on this rotating roster for work, that I'm hoping to take a few days away and maybe go down the coast and see my aunt and uncle, where we stayed for our honeymoon, just to give us both a little bit of break from Brisbane, if that makes sense. Take us out of our normal, just for maybe a few days. So I thought, instead of trying to plan shows around that, I'm just gonna have a little bit of a break and hopefully recharge myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that kind of thing, and to help out with mum and dad, and they've got a lot of medical stuff this month as well, so I'm kind of booked in to help them. So it's fairly full on, which I don't mind. They're my parents, of course. Of course I will. So it's just a matter of doing that. So on that note, I have decided that I'll be back on Saturday, March the 30th. So I think that's right before Noble Garden starts, if I'm correct. So hence why I kind of gave you the overview for March, and we'll see how it goes. So if anything drops in between, I don't know if I'll do any impromptu stuff. As I said, like IRL, I've got a fair bit on, but I also need time to rest. Quick health update. Health is still not fantastic, and that's another issue. I'm still dealing with being very tired. If I could go for a nap right now, I would. I'm also got a couple of little things that I've got to deal with, like health-wise inside, that the body is just like being a bit of a shit. If I can put it like that. Nothing big like things that I've dealt with in my past, but it's enough that I think is contributing to my tiredness, not sleeping, and I don't think it has to do with insomnia, which is what I was told last year, that I need a CPAP machine. I think we've now found the cause of it, and I'm working with my doctor to try and get levels of my iron back up because they've dropped, so I become anemic, dangerously anemic, which is crazy because I love meat. Give me chicken, give me beef, don't give me pork except for bacon. Yeah, not sleeping, but I think it's a whole cycle, Dave, that I think because my body's not adjusting. Anyway, it's okay. We're looking into it and all of that. I've got my normal doctor back. She's come back. She's been away for a while, and we've got a strategy. So I'm working on that. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to be so tired and things will work itself eventually. So we've got game plans, and that's what we're working on, because at the moment I'm not getting to play, and this is where it kills part of me inside, because I would come home, sit down for a couple hours and play WoW. I'm also on a later shift, but even when I get home, like, I'm buggered. I'm absolutely buggered. So sometimes I'm barely getting to play anything every week. Like, in a week, I don't even get to log into Leeta, because physically and mentally I am just a wreck, and I try and sleep and I try and rest, and the body is sometimes very naughty. It's like, no, you want to sleep? No. Lie there for an hour. You're not going to sleep. The mind's going to go do 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 do. So yeah. But anyway, we're working on it. So I just want to be as transparent and as clear. The show at this stage, there's no, I will be back. I need a break while I can, and I'm hoping this will just help to recharge. And so we will be back on Saturday, March the 30th for the next show. So I'm taking 3 weeks or so off. Okay. So any questions, anything, let me know. Throw them in the chat, reach out. As I said, for me, I'm very blessed with the mod teams that we have, who are around to help answer things. But as for the show, it is only me. So I may pop up and do impromptu. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I've got a bit on with Mum and Dad. I've got a bit on with Execute and Mum's birthday and family stuff and whatnot. And in between that, I'm hoping to get some rest. So we will see. Anyway, all right, let's get on to the state of the challenges. So, you guys have been busy, which is fantastic. So let's have a look. We have got the irons. Hang on, where's my little state of the challenges? Yay! Alright, state of the challenges. So, for the irons, we have got 10 irons, which is fantastic. It's great to see irons is still, one of the go-to, the original, the GOAT. The GOAT. Is it greatest of all time? But you know what I mean. It's the original. So, at number 10, we have got Pringle Pants. Great name. At level 37. Excuse me, I need a sip. Oh. Alright, at number 9. Translated, when I put through the translated, it was Pan My Vets. Pan My Vets at level 38. Number 8 was another translation one, which was Alicia at level 40. Number 7 was it looked like a different tune. Same name, so they must have remade them and they died at level 40, it looked like. So they've made 2 tunes, but looks like the most current one is the alive one. Number 6 is Asprey at level 42, RIP. Number 5 is Crimson Iron at level 46, RIP. Number 4 is Topar at level 48. 3 is Jangvi at level 57. 2 is Azzy Iron at level 63. And number 1 is Crimson Iron B at level 64. Alright. We have got 3 bloods. Number 3, we have got Rewind at level 22. Number 2 is Gertrude at level 43. And number 1 is Lyrie? I think I'll pronounce it like that. At level 62. Apologies if that is not how you pronounce it. Alright, Pacifist. We have got 8 Pacifists. Number 8 is Edelweiss at level 10. 7 is Shonaf at level 23. 6 is Evie Gathers at level 27, RIP. Oh no, Evie, what happened? That's no good. Number 5 is Philippe at level 30. 4 is Luna at level 39. 3 is Linishtit at level 45. 2 is Fair Day at level 66. And number 1 is Caylasi at level 70. So that's our new Pacifist, our 20th Pacifist. Unbelievable. 20 passies. Who would have thunk it? Alright, working man. We had 4 working man. We had, at number 4, Taco Fanatic at level 10. Can't be Taco because it's wrong. It's like correct how you say it. Taco Fanatic. Taco always flips it. So it can't be Taco. Anyway, number 3 is Mogal at level 25, RIP. 2 is Ferduana at level 59. I hope I pronounced that right, Fair. And number 1 is Bearferre, level 70, becoming our 8th Dragonflight Working Man Challenge champion. Well done. Alright, greens. There is still a lot of love for the greens. We have got 10 greens. 10 greens. At number 10, Greeny War at level 20. Number 9 is Evie Snuggle at level 22. 8 is Evie Shade at level 23. Go Evie. Number 7 is Greeny Sham at level 26. Number 6 is Eve Eternity at level 26. 5 is Green Ball at level 33, RIP. Number 4 is Avana at level 38. 3 is Toaster at level 60. What a great name. I love that. Number 2 is Rolf at level 60. Rolf. Why do I think that might be Rod's turn? Maybe. Number 1 is... Hang on. Let me break it down. Tharantassa at level 64. Alright. For tins. We have 1 tin called Sunnybuck at level 22. And for teams, there were no teams this week, which means no teams died. So that's good, but I'd say everyone's been busy. But yeah, no Irons, Bloods, or Green teams. Okay. Alright, let's go over to, let me see if I can get this right. It worked. Me and technology. You guys know. Like, some things I'm very good technically wise, but when it comes to a lot of this stuff, audio, anything audio, dear God, it's going to be the bane of my existence. Anyway. Alright, I have a joke for you. I have a joke. I had to come up with something. I was going to task my husband to find something, because normally he tells me some kind of dad joke things, and sometimes they're good and sometimes not so much. But, yeah. But I found this one and I thought, yeah, I like it. So, I entered 10 puns in a contest to see which would win. No pun intended. I thought it was so cute. Do I have my little... Yeah, that was a good one, Lena. Good one. Anyone got any jokes that they want to share? Please pop them in the chat. But, yeah, I thought it was super cute. Anyway. Anything I have missed? I'm going to wrap up. I wasn't expecting this to be over an hour today. I thought I'd get done, but, you know, prattle on I do. But I did want to cover a few things coming up. Let me just mute myself. Oh. Okay, apologies for that. Mute didn't work. Really? Didn't it? Sorry. Should have. Mute didn't work? Are you having a go? Or did it really not work? Because again, audio, of course, I've probably stuffed something up. Absolutely apologize if it did not mute, because it should have. Didn't work. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why. It should have been. It was my mic. It should have been off. So apologies. As I said, I think it's like sinus, sinusy. I hope I'm not getting sick right as I start my holidays. Mind you, if it is, at least I don't have to worry about work, right? Anyway, Apologies. Thank you for letting me know. I'll have to look into that. Alright, have I covered everything? Or have I covered at least the things that we need to cover? I hope so. I think I'll just start wrapping up. So, a big, hang on, where's my little heart? Big heart for you guys. So again, to our fabulous Iron Elites for their contribution to help the website stay working. Thank you very much. Awesome Trousers, Execute, Fair, Chris W, Leeta, Mac, Mr. Nisi, Mrs. Rock Guru, Rud, Stir, Stone, Tiber, aka Tiber, Wanima, Zaya, and Zep. Thank you very much for your help in keeping the website working, keeping it. That's it. To the wonderful WoW Challenges team that we have. Again, without you guys, my life would be, I wouldn't be able to do this myself. So thank you to moderating, for looking after things on the website, for picking up the stuff that I can't get to. Zaya, thank you for your work on sorting out the coding, between you and Rud doing that and making sure that the website and the code for the challenges. Thank you very, very much. We do appreciate the team. You all do an amazing job, so thank you very much. To everyone who made it to live chat, thank you. Zaya, Fair, Dave, thank you for hanging out with me. It's lovely to be able to, you know, have that bit of a little bit of a chat and catch up. Sometimes I think it would be nice to be longer, you know, to have a longer chat, but at the same stage, my throat is taking a bit of a toll after I do a bit of talking for a bit. So I better go, you know, let it calm down. Must need more coffee. So thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate that. Alright, so just a reminder that the next show will be Saturday, March the 30th. I'm going to take a bit of a vacation holiday break. But it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So remember, daylight savings for you guys in the States changes Sunday, March 10th. Then. So yeah. Alright, if you want to find all the things, please pop over to wowchallenges.com. There's a lot of information on your challenges. There's a lot of information on the blog posts that we do for the max levels. There's the links to the forums. There's all sorts of stuff there. So please go check it out. You'll also find information for the socials. And look, if you've got any questions, any jokes, anything that you'd like to share, please send me an email, podcast@wowchallenges.com. You will also find me, best place to find me is check out my link tree, which is Leeta Wow, LEETAWOW. I'm normally across the things like Discord and Twitter. It will always be Twitter. I'm not calling it X because it's just it's just stupid. Twitter, Instagram, like all the things. I am there, but again, hasn't been quite my focus of late. So, but if you need to reach out, please certainly reach out, and I'll get back to you as soon as I viably can, due to time zones and all of the things. Alright, on the last bit, I'd like to say a huge thank you again to Mr. Nisi and to Execute for both the intro and the outro. We appreciate, we're very lucky. We have a lot of talented people in this community that are able, that help out, not only to the mod team, but to helping on other things. So thank you both to both of them. Anything else before I shut off? Shut up. Go away. Go and make some lunch for yeah, actually. Hubby should be on lunch now, so I might get a chance to see him. He doesn't have a very long break. So I might I might get to see him. Oh, that was one other thing that I was going to bring up in news, which I completely forgot because of course I didn't write it down in the show notes. I think starting today, after I've edited the show, I'm going to look at, once it's exported over and all the show is sitting over on YouTube, I'm going to be releasing it. There used to be a thing, I think Twitch has now removed it, that you don't have to hold on to it for 24 hours. You can now release it. So I'm going to start doing that. It's too much to try and figure out time zones and making sure things all work together. So once it's downloaded on YouTube, I'm just going to release it to be available over there. So just for those that might look into it, it will be there once I've got all the editings done now on a Sunday. I think we'll just do it. We'll just release it to the world. So yeah. Alright guys, again, thank you. Please have a really good March. I will be around for sure, but other than that, we'll see you back on the 30th of March after I've had a bit of a break. So stay safe both in and out of game, and we will catch you then. Bye guys. I'm going to... No, wrong. Oh. Okay, so the sound didn't come in on the outro and the intro this time. Right. Okay, I'll have to... Alright. I'll look into that. Because I did have it there. Was it the last time? So what have I done? I've obviously done something. Something has happened. What it is, I don't know. But I will make a note, because if I don't, so both intro and outro music is not coming through. Music, no sound. Okay. I will check that out. Alright, show titles. What did we have? So I had... Yeah, and that's what I don't understand, is that these ones all seem to come through. This one, so you can hear the cheer.
Yes, I'm here.
You can hear that one. The yes, I'm here, which is a stock standard. Chit chat worked. Yeah. So the little bumpers. If I do. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Let me do this one. Chit chat. Yeah. I hadn't fixed the... So you can hear the little... And that works. So I don't know. Again, audio is such a... It is the bane of my existence, I swear to God. Show title. Sunday Busy Sunday. Sunday Busy Sunday. That's good. I like that. Thank you, Zion. I always, and you know, play on YouTube, which never minded that song. Not my favorite, but it's good song. Good song for sure. Alright, well, I will see if I can catch my husband on the last of his lunch break before he gets back to work. Again, thank you guys. Appreciate you hanging out, all of that. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't miss anything from chat, but again, thank you very much for hanging out with me. Please just stay safe and have a good one, and I'll see you in like 3 and a bit weeks time, maybe 30th of March. Okay,